slide. And when he dances, it looks like he's dancing on ice. When I slide, it's because I'm almost falling down. Be careful at the edge of the stage. I almost went off. You got to know your performance space. Mr. Tom Nelson on the piano. He's a brilliant composer. He's a brilliant musician. And according to the man I've studied tap dance with since 1983, one of the best accompanists for tap dance in the world. And I study tap with, his name is Bob Audie, and he's been teaching tap and performing since he was a little kid. And I don't know how old he is now, but he's a lot older than me. And if he says somebody's good, somebody is good because he's extremely picky. He never teaches a tap class without an accompanist. And he thinks Tom's one of the best he's ever had. So we're very fortunate today to have a musician of this caliber here. I've got 2 or 3 of his CDs at home. He's extremely competent and very much fun to work with. And that's the main reason why I like coming here to do this career day, is because it's so much fun playing with him. I don't have anything planned as far as choreography. I don't have anything made up. But when I hear him playing, everybody started moving. I saw all of this going on in the audience. And it was coming right out of his little fingers. So that's a lot of fun to do. Can you hear me in the back? Okay. My name's Alan Spaulding. I've got a son in the 7th grade and a daughter in the 3rd grade. Tom has a daughter in the 3rd grade. And we're here for Career Day. I teach, although I haven't taught a lot lately, I teach tap dance, I teach jazz, and I teach ballet. Believe that, right? It's a different way of making a living. It's hard to make a living as a dance instructor because if you pay for the studio and rent's real high in New York, you won't have any money for anything else. So most dance instructors work for people that already have studios. You can get maybe $35 to $45 an hour. If you're really good, you might get up to $75 an hour working for somebody else. If you work for yourself, you'll charge $15 to $20 an hour, and if you get 10 students, that's $150 to $200 an hour. But then you pay for your accompanist, which he makes a lot of money when he plays. And you pay for the studio, and studio time goes about $35 to $40 an hour. But you don't get health insurance, you don't get a 401k, you don't get benefits, you don't get a steady income. So it's really difficult to get into it. Plus, you have to learn how to do it first, so that means taking a lot of classes yourself. If you're going to be a ballet dancer and you're not already in class 5 or 6 days a week, how old are you?
Me?
Yes.
11.
How old are you? And behind? How old are you? 14. So we've got 11 to 14. If you're not already in a ballet class 6 days a week, you will never be a professional ballet dancer. Anybody in this room from age 11 to 14, the kids that are going to be professional ballet dancers are already studying. School of American Ballet, all the performing arts places, and they have classes every day. If you don't already have that formation in your back and in your legs and feet, you probably will never get there. Tap dance is a little different. I didn't start tap dancing until I already moved to New York as an adult. I took my first tap dance lesson at the age of 27, and I was in a class with 11-year-olds, and they were better than me. But you can learn tap and adapt to it. Jazz dance is another story, but if you're going to be a jazz dancer, you better take some ballet too. The more you take, the better you get. It's like who plays a musical instrument? Okay, you're used to. If you don't practice your musical instrument every day, you're not going to be a good musician. If you don't dance every day, you're not going to be a good dancer. You just can't come out and start freestyling and think that's going to make it. You see the guys dancing on their heads in the subway, right? You think that's all they do? No, they practice that. They work it. They work it a lot, all over the place. All right. These tap shoes. You notice there's metal on the bottom. There's toe taps and there's heel taps. There's 4 basic places to make sound with, and that's all you've got. You can make 1 sound moves. You can make 2 sound moves. You can make 3 sound moves. You can make 4 sound moves. You can make other sound moves too. They're a little bit different. Right now we're going to learn some basic counting. So we just need a nice, strong, steady downbeat on the beats only. Everybody count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, now we're going to put the word "and" between the numbers, but right in the middle of the numbers. So you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ready? 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8. Good. Now we're going to put the letter A or and we're going to change it from and to but we're also going to change the rhythm. Instead of going 1 and 2 and, we're going to go a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8. Good. Now we're going to put the "and" back in, but we're going to put the in too. We're going to make what's called a triplet phrase. And 1 and 2. Ready? And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Last one. We're going to put an A before the and make 4 counts. A and 1, A and 2, A and 3, A and 4. Ready? 6, 7, A and 1, A and 2, A and 3, A and 4, A and 5, A and 6, A and 7, A and 8. Now we're all going to put them together. We're all going to keep the same speed. What's the difference between tempo and rhythm? Anybody? What's tempo?
Tempo is like the beat of the music.
And what's rhythm?
Rhythm is like the sound.
Pretty good. Tempo is how fast or how slow the music goes. That's the beat. And the sound is what's going on between them. Like a song. If we're going to sing something simple like "Happy Birthday," the words are the rhythm. The beat is happy. That's the beat. Happy birthday to you. So the clapping is the words, that's the rhythm. Rhythm can change speeds. Rhythm can go 1, 1, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can change the rhythm, but what you can't do is change the beat. So we're going to do our 4 counts. We're going to do a 1 count, we're going to do an and count, we're going to do an a and a count, and then a and a. We'll leave the a 1, a 2 alone. So it'll be 1, 2, and 1 and 2, and a 1 and a 2, 1 a and a 2 a and a 3. Ready? Start on 1. 8 counts for each one. 5, 6, 7, 8. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And a 1, and 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and a 8. A and a break down the count because you're going to put in a lot of different things. Do something like a slow blues, but a little time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, how do you count that? Well, you can't. So what you got to know is where the strong downbeat. Could you just accent your left hand once? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's a really strong bass line, and that's my anchor. You know what an anchor in a boat does? Well, it holds it still when it gets kind of rough going. Sometimes the music gets a little rough going, and when I get a little lost, I listen for the left hand, because that's going to keep my downbeat going. That's going to be my 1, 2, and all the rhythm that goes in between isn't going to affect the speed, because we can't change tempo, then we won't be together. Keep the same thing going. I'm going to change tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not together. It doesn't sound good. So if I don't pay attention to what he's doing, I can't stay with it. Other side of the coin is true too. He's got to kind of pay attention to the tap, and that's what makes him such a brilliant musician with tap dances. He knows what the feet have to be doing and when they have to be doing it. So he's very aware of how to stay in tune with tap dance. And it's very difficult when you get a bunch of people doing it. Okay? So here we're going to break it into one group. This half is second group. This half is third group. And that half is fourth group. You're the straight counts. 1, 2, 3. You're the and 1, and 2, and 3. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. A and a 1, A and a 2, A and a 3, and a 4. So show me your class. 1, 2, 3, 5.